Richard, we've had several complaints about the coffee out at Vista Ridge. I've been told, and I quote, it tastes like dirt. What can we do about it?
Put less dirt in it?
In his letter to the Romans, Paul encourages us to give honor to whom honor is due. And we wanted to take a few minutes in each of our weekend assemblies this week to give honor to Richard and Shirley Seymour. They've been involved in full-time ministry here at the branch for over 35 years, and he's transitioning from a full-time role to a part-time role, and we thought now would be an ideal time to say thank you and to honor him for his years of service here at the branch.
I've known Richard since 1959.
January of 1959. He was 17 years old.
He was a great worker for the church even when he was a senior in high school.
So we drive up and pull up to the curb, and there was Richard on the sidewalk, just bouncing around, greeting everybody that came in, just excited about being alive in church and what have you.
He and Shirley have had a wonderful ministry.
She was perfect. I mean, for Richard, Shirley was perfect, and she allowed him to be Richard and kind of steered him between the ditches, but didn't throttle his enthusiasm or imagination. He was just perfect, not only for him, but for all of us.
They've always practiced hospitality, sharing their meals and their home.
Richard and Shirley Seymour first joined the staff at the branch in May of 1968, preaching, teaching, and caring for the congregation. After serving the branch for 6 years, Richard and Shirley moved to San Antonio, where they ministered for 9 years, and then returned to the branch in February of 1983. Since rejoining the staff, Richard has worked in practically every area of ministry and has been instrumental in the development and implementation of our small groups ministry.
Richard is, of course, a very powerful people person.
Richard has the ability to be so humble himself that he's not threatening to other people. They feel comfortable working with him. He calls people on the telephone. He takes them out to eat, where they sit down, they talk, they become good friends. And he had the patience and perseverance to stay with them. You know, he would spend time with them.
He's all in. When he does something, he is all in.
An expert equipper with a heart for young people, Richard helped to create and lead a summer leadership camp for students called Summer Excitement that has impacted literally thousands of young people all across the country.
And he would get up in front and say, "Boy, do I feel great."
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Boy, do I feel great!
And he would do it. It wouldn't be loud enough the first time he led it, so he'd do it again, you know.
We can feel just a little better. One more time. 1, 2, 3.
Boy, do I feel great!
All right.
He not only felt great, he felt great about being with the Lord, and he felt great about telling you about it and getting everybody to understand how great it was.
But perhaps Richard's greatest impact has been in helping us to cultivate and foster an atmosphere of grace, acceptance, and belonging that has helped the branch to grow from a place that was home to a few hundred people on one campus to a place that is home to a few thousand on 2 campuses.
I think Richard demonstrated that you can change and things can be better. And Richard has, he's had to make some changes in his life, which would be very, very tough for other people to make. But he's made them, and he's made them with a good attitude, and ended up on the other side of them a better person, and a person that's of more influence than he was before.
It's been a great 53 years, and we've loved every minute of it with Richard and Shirley, and we ask a special blessing from God on them.